perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions.
The finest fish here, caught daily.
Watch the skies, traveler.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
We'll track them, in fact. Yes, this is the place. Be cautious. There, some of the relics are here. We'll track down the artifacts, don't worry. Oh, good. Yes, Engelman's Rest. I know where that is. Jalal? Jalal himself is here? That isn't good. Jalal is the leader of the group of brigands I was with, and if he's here, we can be sure that Engelman's Rest will be anything but hospitable. But by the sounds of it, they already have a caravan bound for Hammerfell with some of the artifacts. We should move quickly to the Western Pass before they make it out of Skyrim. Then we can double back to Engelman's Rest. I'm right behind you.
Oh, did you need something? I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet. He'll think my taste so refined when I offer them to him. You have heard of the gourmet? Then you know that gourmet keeps his identity a secret. I'm hoping to discover who he is so I can tell him how he changed my life. For all I know, the gourmet is a woman. You know, I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now. Need something?
You're rather hard to track down, I'll give you that. I was asked to find you as soon as possible. If you ask me, this problem sounds urgent. You'd best head on over to the Bannered Mare at Whiterun. Speak to Lurius Lior. He mentioned something about trouble with a dragon. And the promise of a generous reward. Sounds tempting. If I were you, I'd best not keep him waiting.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Shall clear the way for the coming of the true Dragonborn. You're out, Dragon. Fall back. This and all will be judged.
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Well, I can see you're not one to be trifled with. Let this be a warning to you.
I can take you. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. My carriage is the same.
something sinister about this place. We need to be on our guard. Jalal is known for his traps. We need to go.
Now you're mine. win! I submit!
Ah, Avram. So we meet again. It has been too long. I would never have expected to have seen you here, Jalal. Usually you send your lackeys to do your dirty work. Oh, you cut me to the quick, Avram. With a score this grand to be had, I had to come personally to oversee it. If you want something done right, after all, you do it yourself, no? Then I come to find that you were involved, and I had a chance to bring you back into the fold. Well, I just had to come. I will never again be a part of your paltry group of robbers. I left that life behind in Hammerfell, and have a new life here, and I want you out of it. Oh, but Avram, you can never turn your back on blood. We have been through so much together. And we are brothers after all. Our father would be shamed to see what we had become, Jalal. I am trying every day to make up for what I did, what we did. And that life in Hammerfell no longer has any meaning for me but a vast regret. Well, my brother, that is sad to hear. If we are truly no longer brothers, and I cannot convince you to rejoin me, then I have no other choice but to end you. Farewell, my dear brother.
Is someone there?
Over here!
We'll track down the artifacts. Don't worry. Excellent. I'm sorry Jalal caused you such headaches. Yes, we grew up in Hammerfell together, and when our father died when we were young, we had to do what we needed to get by. And so we turned to petty robbery and cons. It wasn't until we began to kill in the course of our actions that I even began to question it. Jalal was always very persuasive in getting me to believe what we were doing was always justified. I suppose that younger brothers are always prone to look up to their elder brothers. If you don't mind, I am going to stay behind and take some time to bury my brother. Then I'll return to the museum and face my punishment. Thank you, my friend. You are ever so forgiving. I'll see you back at the museum in a few days.
mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us?
I can take you. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. My care.
Hey, I know who you are. Innocents.
So, have pleasant company for a change.
Take pity on an old madman.
Find it.
It's going to take days to clean this up. Oh, dear. Are you serious? You managed to recover all of them? Every single stolen relic? Oh my, that is fantastic news! I'll get right to work restoring the museum to its proper glory. It'll take me a few days, but I'll get things back to normal. Thank you for asking. I'll be fine, just a bit shaken. I'm more worried about the state of the museum. It's going to take days to clean this up. It's going to take days to clean this up.
so exciting when new folk come into town. Plenty of adventures.
The finest fish here.
Come on in. Let me know
Yes?
if you need anything, or take a seat by the
Really?
fire and I'll send someone over.
You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
I'd be a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor embassy. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain and a desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please?
There's not enough drinking in the...
Thank you, sir. Go right
Now
in.
then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Have you? All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine.
I did see something.
Do I have your permission to uncork the Orinthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
We've got our hands full dealing with the Stormcloaks. What about you?
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted. What can I get for you, sir? Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you?
I know just what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Heard anything interesting lately? Any news or gossip?
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink?
No matter how harsh the winter.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
Are the dragons frightened?
Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
What can I get for you, sir? Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
Our mistress. What are you doing? I speak figuratively. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already...
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Wouldn't want to offend our Thalmor overlords, would we? Someone bring me a drink, quick!
Who comes, Malborn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both... I need to lock... Good luck.
Did you see those robes?
You're on your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? The emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor.
Money. I earned it. I had my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but... We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked. Hasn't he? He knows what that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it. If ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like, and see how he answers.
No, I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now, get out.
He can't treat me like that. He needs me. Rollendale. One day the shoe will be on the other foot.
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Think I'd have told you already?
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak when spoken to. Master Rollendale will ask the questions.
Again.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped
What?
in here, and we
Who?
have your accomplice.
What do you...
Surrender
Yeah.
immediately or you
Come on.
both
This
die.
way. Whatever you want.
Silence.
But let's go.
Slowly.
Oh, I yield! I yield!
Mercy!
No more! I yield! I yield!
No. Not like this.
Enough! This ends now! Death is the only way out of your misery!
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for my life. I hope it was worth it.
I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. Hey, haven't I seen you around the flagon? I never expected to see another guild brother down here. They grabbed me in the rat way. The nerve of these bastards. They need to be taught a lesson. Let's get out of here.
Please don't kill me! Someone do something!
Hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
What's a milk drinker like you doing up here? Go home to your mother.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Don't get any ideas.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? You're right, you're right. I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity.
You've been seen in the company of the
Need a ride?
companions.
Where do you want to go?
Path you're on, friend.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. I can't wait here forever.
What could it mean?
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack.
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up.
Well, it appears your actions are starting to make waves out there. People are talking about
So,
it.
you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh?
I just got a special job request.
Lot of people looking for him. Don't know his name, but he's paid good money for nobody to know he's down here. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. Dangerous-looking elves, who didn't give their names. Draw your own conclusions. Aye.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Stick to the rules and you'll... I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. Now, if you'll
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Well, you done or what? Get the job
All
done.
eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
I have nothing
All
to
eyes
say
are
to
on
you.
you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
It's one thing to... He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. Until next time.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
One of them asking about that old man.
Hey, Todd, we shouldn't cheat.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap.
Bucket? Yes. Inkpot? No.
Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember. Delphine really is alive, then. You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want.
Inkpot, stone.
This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more.
Bucket, knife, book.
There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Aldrin has returned. Only a Dragonborn can stop him. But no Dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Aldrin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. Give me just a moment. I must get the thing. I'll need... no. No. This trash. Get up. My annotated annuad. One moment, I know. Time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the thumb. There's one more. Must be. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
No.
What was that? There's the place.
can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Did you need something? Hey, did you say something? Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. You see, right here. Skyhaven. Temple, constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldwin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated power, a hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event, despite the far-reaching fame of Aldwin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldwin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron. Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Ah, you made it. I was beginning to think you were never going to show up. The problem is straightforward enough, I suppose. A dragon has been attacking settlements throughout the holds. Contingents of guards have been sent after it, but the damn thing has so far managed to evade all our efforts. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lurius Leor with the East Empire Company. How shall I put it? Dragon attacks are very bad for trade. They're also very bad for settlements throughout the holds, hence a commonality. We've been cooperating with the Jarls to pool our resources together towards finding a solution to this issue. I'm sure the collective bounty of 10,000 gold on this dragon should stir enough sword wavers into action should my plan fail. I know of some mercenaries with exceptional talents. Glad you asked. This dragon has so far proven very difficult to approach. We'll need a team that can cover a lot of ground quickly to corner it. And aside from giants, I'm not sure what else could stand up against a dragon. But that's where you'll come in, Dragonborn. I've assembled a team of the finest mercenaries I know. They've been tracking the dragon from its last known sighting in Falkreath. There's Aether, a Redguard warrior from Hammerfell. He used to be Alakir until he took up mercenary work. Danelit, a Bosmer archer, the most skilled sharpshooter I know. She was recently incarcerated in Solitude for petty theft. Luckily, the Empire was willing to look the other way this time if it meant putting a stop to this dragon. Shargam, an orc berserker from Nazulba with the strength of at least 3 of his kind. We'll definitely need him along for the hunt. And Elmira, a mage with some unhealthy fixations, but highly skilled in the arts of the arcane nevertheless. I'll mark the rendezvous point on your map. When you get there, speak to Aether. By now, he should know where that dragon's been roosting. If we're lucky, we might be able to get the jump on that dragon and put an end to the trouble it's been causing, once and for all. Godspeed, Dragonborn. I'll be waiting here for your return.
Mr. I'm sorry.